Miss Don Lemon, honey, is trending on Twitter. And you know it's because she said something stupid. Isn't that always the case? You know, and every time Don Lemon is trending on Twitter, you have to click on the trending link to see what stupid thing she said now. So I go in there and come to find out that Don Lemon, honey, Don Lemon is not happy about the Electoral College and actually called for violence, said, quote, we're going to have to blow up the entire system. What is with these people on the left always resulting to violence and always resulting to anything that results in violence? You know what I'm saying? These people are unhinged. They are literally unhinged, and they can't have a civil conversation. They can't sit up here and try to reason or have a discussion. No, let's always result to something that's going to cause physical harm. But every time I see something dealing with Miss Don Lemon, honey, she always got something stupid to say. So let's not forget when she tried to mock Donald Trump, President Trump, in reference to the cognitive test, saying that, yeah, well, Donald Trump doesn't know these animals, and he doesn't know the difference between a hippopotamus and a rhino. And I think that's what he was comparing it to. And Chris Fredo over here, aka Chris Cuomo, had basically corrected him live on the air, and then Miss Don Lemon, honey, she was like, I know what it was because I had the paper turned backwards. And everybody was like, stop lying. We knew what you were doing. We see right through you, girl, okay? And let's not forget when she had a dialogue with basically Terry Crews, and telling Terry Crews that Black Lives Matter has nothing to do with black on black crime. It has everything to do with police brutality, and that if you want to deal with the black lives that are being lost by black people, that has to be a different organization. Then why call it Black Lives Matter? Why not say Black Lives Matter when white police officers justifiably basically defend themselves against black criminals? That's what you really should call it. That's what Black Lives Matter is. Oh, and don't forget to take out the nuclear family, get rid of the nuclear family, and get rid of the heterosexual men. You know, get rid of all them men's, the straight men's. We can't deal with the straight black men's. Straight black men's don't matter, honey. I lost brain cells watching this particular video by Don Lemon and Terry Crews. I really felt sorry for Terry Crews because he just didn't know how to come back to such a stupid statement made by Don Lemon. But here we are now to a new thing that Don Lemon is saying in reference to the Electoral College and to the entire judicial system that our forefathers have created for us, that this country has been founded upon, and that he is a millionaire. Why is it that millionaires, especially black millionaires, want to sit up here and act like they could not get to that status without the way the system is in place right now? I mean, they get so new, honey. I can't keep up. But anyway, let's watch this video and laugh afterwards. I mean, well, maybe you're going to shake your head. Maybe you're going to laugh. We'll see.
No matter what happens, everybody sticks
We're
with
going to
their
have to
team.
blow up the entire system. And you know what we're going to have to do?
No, I don't know
you know
about
what we're going to, yes,
Yeah.
what you're going to have to do?
You just got to vote.
Honestly, from what your closing argument is, you're going to have to get rid of the Electoral College. Because the people...
I don't see it.
Because the minority in this country decides who the judges are, and they decide who the president is.
But you need a constitutional amendment to do that.
And if Joe Biden wins, Democrats can sack the courts, and they can do that amendment, and they can get it passed.
Well, you need
that's a
two-thirds vote in the Congress and 3/4 of the state legislatures.
They may be able to do that.
Maybe.
Okay, let's just...
No matter...
There was so much stupidity spewed from her lips in this video. And even though the video is only 33 seconds, there's so much that has been spewed from her lips. Let's just break it down one by one, shall we? All right, so let's start off with the whole, we're going to have to blow up the entire system.
What happens? Everybody sticks
We're
with
going to
their
have
team.
to blow up the entire system.
Okay. What do you mean by that, girl? How is let's just imagine if anybody on the right was to say this, if the turtle, aka Mitch McConnell, said this, you know what I'm saying? If President Trump said this, if anybody on the right, any Ted Cruz, any Republican politician, or actually anyone from Fox News said this, I mean, CNN, MSNBC, all of the other liberal or left-leaning news networks would go crazy. The Republicans are just going to violence. They're so fascist. They're fascist. They're fascist. It's like, yeah, but wait a minute. You're using language that is basically showing that you want physical violence, right? Like, why would you sit up here and say blow up the entire system? What do you mean by that? And then when you basically, you know, confront Don Lemon in reference to this, of course Don Lemon is going to play it down. But this is what they do when they're alone with each other, when they feel like they're in their own safe space. They actually show their true colors. The face comes off. All right, so that right there was inappropriate, and we need to hold her accountable, honey, okay? She can't get away with that. Are you serious?
And you know what we're going to have to do?
No, I don't know.
You know what we're going to, yes,
Yeah.
what you're going to have to do?
You just got to vote.
Honestly, from what your closing argument is, you're going to have to get rid of the Electoral College.
Get rid of the Electoral College. Now, the reason why they say get rid of the Electoral College is because they want the popular vote to determine the lifestyle and the laws and the judicial system to those in rural communities, in rural areas of the state, and rural counties. So let's look at something here, right? I just want to show y'all something for a second, right? These are the top 5 heavily populated cities in the United States. Do you see something different between these cities than anything else? Like, what do all of these cities have in common? So you see that the number one heavily populated city is New York with over 8.3 million people. Los Angeles come in second with about near 4 million people. And then you got Chicago with 2.7, and then Houston with 2.3, and then Phoenix with 1.6. Now, you know what all of these cities have in common? These are the 5 largest cities in the United States. You know what they all have in common? They're blue. They're blue. All of these are Democratic cities. Now, Phoenix, even though Houston and Phoenix, although they're blue cities and red states, they're still blue cities. So you want the rest of the world to be dictated by people who don't even acknowledge biology. I mean, really? So this is why I say we have the best country in the world. That's why everybody is fighting to come here, is because we have a fair system that is good for other people in rural areas so that they don't get dominated by people in populated areas. Could you imagine the law if we were basically under the popular vote? Could you imagine all the craziness we would be under right now? And just to show you what I'm talking about, look at the state of New York. Look at the state of New York right now. What about the state of Los Angeles? Oh, Lord, don't you let me talk about Chicago, honey. Are you serious? All right. Now, you mean to tell me if we had to depend upon the votes for Los Angeles, New York, and Chicago, and we don't even have to deal with Houston and Phoenix, okay? They're not so... Houston getting some problems, too. Houston is bad. And I rarely hear about what's going down in Phoenix. Maybe because these other 4 take up the spotlight. But the thing about it is that you expect us to go... It's a lot of crazy people in New York. You expect us to deal with the laws that are basically determined by these people in this city. And this city, oh my God, let's not talk about this city. Our entire country would be Armageddon, all right? I don't And so because, she's so salty that the Republicans are in the majority of the Senate, and there's a strong possibility that I know we're going to take the House back. She is mad, honey, because now President Trump gets to basically choose the replacement for Ruth Bader Ginsburg. And if the shoe was on the other foot, say for instance, God forbid, thank God this is not the case, Hillary Clinton is the president, and we have Chuck Schumer, who's the majority leader of the Senate, because the Democrats are actually the majority, and Mitch McConnell is the minority leader because the Republicans are the minority. If they had an opportunity to pack the court, they would, and that's what he just said. They would pack the court. But because we have a Republican president and we have a Republican majority Senate, we are in the position to pack the court. And basically, they're mad that we're in the position and that they're not in. But if the shoe was on the other foot, they would do the same thing. So I don't understand the hypocrisy here about what they would do. They're actually saying, we're mad that you guys are in the position that we want to be in, so we want to change the rules that fits us. But remember, these numbnuts, the Democratic politician, they were the ones who got rid of the filibuster rule. So they brought this on themselves. But nope, do you think that the left, do you think that the liberals, do you think that the Democrats will ever have accountability? Nope, no way. All right, so let's listen to the rest of the stuff.
Because the people...
I don't see it.
Because the minority in this country decides who the judges are, and they decide who the president is.
Okay, the minority does not decide who the judges are, all right? The president appoints the federal judges, and that is confirmed by the majority in the Senate. The same thing for the Supreme Court. The president gets a list, and then like this weekend, President Trump will determine who he's going to nominate to replace Ruth Bader Ginsburg. And then that's when they have the vote in the Senate by the majority, not the minority, by the majority vote. That is how we set up the system. That is how the system is set up. And Miss Dawn, let me hear, girl, she is so salty. She does not want that to happen. At least Fredo here, who looked like he can use some sleep, by the way, or them big old luxury bags underneath his eyes. He is basically the calm one here. Can you believe it? Fredo is the calm one in this conversation. The jokes write themselves, I swear.
You need a constitutional amendment to do that.
And if Joe Biden wins, Democrats can sack the courts, and they can do that amendment, and they can get it passed.
Well,
so you see what I'm talking about? It's like we're mad that you guys are in a position, but if we were in the position and Joe Biden win, then we can amend the Constitution and stack the courts and do what we want to do and just take over this country. I'm like, these guys are so crazy. I am so glad that the Democrats are not in control right now. These people have just lost their mind. And remember, they used to be the same party back in the day. Now, I mean, remember, the Democrats used to be for free speech. They used to basically be against authoritative laws. Draconian laws. They used to be against that. And now they're the ones who are like, hey, I need to silence you. Cancel. Deplatform you. You know what I'm saying? Hate speech. Respect my pronouns. They're crazy. They're so freaking crazy. Oh my God. And I never thought I'd see the day where we would be clowning the news networks. But I'm kind of glad that it has been shown that we can't trust these people because they are just paid opposition at this time. Okay, almost finished.
You need
That's a
2/3
danger.
vote in the Congress and 3/4 of the state
They
legislatures.
may be able to do that.
Maybe.
Never. They may be able to do that. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Okay? Maybe. Okay? Maybe Fredo will look 20 years younger and look like he had a good night's sleep. And Miss Don Lemon, maybe one day you would be a Republican. Now, the chances of that ever happening, 0 to never, ever, ever, ever. But see, maybe kind of. Who knows? We can wish upon a star if you want to play that game. But these people are just so crazy. Anyway, I saw that he was trending. I looked to see what he was trending for. It's always something stupid or unhinged he's saying. And it's just to go to show you that these people, we have to make sure that we can see them cry for 4 more years. Get out there and vote, y'all. Make sure you vote. Let's have some more liberal tears, dude. I mean, I really want to see his facial expression on the election day, come November the 3rd. As well as November the 4th and 5th. I mean, these people are going to be so unhinged, and I have my GMO-free popcorn ready to watch the show. This is Tree from treeoflogic.com. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It really does help me with the algorithm, I'm telling you. Also, let me know what you think about all of this nonsense in the comment section. I know you guys don't agree with what these two are saying, but let me know what you think about this. Do you think they're gonna get even crazier and just start really taking the mask off? In this video, you know, Don Lemon has always taken the mask off, but right here it's just like she doesn't even care, honey. She's just not even giving a second thought. Anywho, let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will talk to you next time. Later, taters.